What are common mistakes when leading a business? We're now talking about a little bit about leadership. And leadership is something that is by default an entrepreneur have. Like there's no question. This one you don't need to ask an entrepreneur, because an entrepreneur by default you need to lead. So we're going into a bit of leadership question now. So what are common mistakes when leading a business? And for someone who has failed in business several times, I think this is something that I can answer. Um, Not that I'm proud of that, but I learned a lot from failing in business as well. Well, I'm talking a lot about money and you in this live stream. So another thing that I learned from money and you is that there is no failure, only feedback. So before I attended money and you, I failed massively in business, like so massive that I actually want to end everything, to end my life and commit suicide. So it was pretty bad. It was really, really bad. And now I can talk about it like very easily, because it has been many years ago. And because I took failure like so seriously, and that's why I was suffering. I was really struggling that time. But then when I attended Money and You in 2013, there's there's flip chart that talks about there's actually no failure, only feedback. And then I stepped back. It's like, no failure? How's that possible? Like, all my life, in school, there's always like, it's either you pass or you fail. You pass or you fail. Or, like you go on like other tasks, like so as an engineer, I needed to take my license exams, and if I don't pass that exam, then I won't be a licensed engineer. So it means I'm a failure, and like in that sense. So a lot of my life growing up, the failure was in there, and I'm sure a lot of people has that as well. But then here in Money New, they're talking about there's actually no failure, only feedback. And then when I got that, of course I didn't got it immediately, because my brain was struggling. And a term that I learned from my mentor Douglas when I attended his program, cognitive dissonance. So it was like a huge word, cognitive dissonance. I was like, wow, what is that? And basically cognitive dissonance is that when you learn something new and it's against to what you have learned in the past, and it doesn't match, in your mind they are kind of like having this fight. And that's cognitive dissonance, because your mind cannot comprehend. You've always had this way of thinking, like this knowledge that, oh, it should be like this, but then there's something that comes, something new that's like, no, it should be like this. And that's cognitive dissonance. So during that time that there's no failure, only feedback, I had cognitive dissonance, and it took me like I think months before I fully got the lesson from that. And when I got that lesson, then the heaviness inside me about all my past failures suddenly like melted away. And it's because we as humans are really meant to learn from our experiences. And without experiencing things, without failing, we won't be really learning. And so when I truly got that, then I was so grateful. I was so thankful that I experienced all of that, so that I can learn a lot as well. So yes, that was a long intro for this question. I got to share a bit of my story. So what are the common mistakes when leading a business? I think one thing is not really listening to your clients. So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it's always a process. It's always a process of getting better, improving your business. And so if you are very stubborn, if your ego is always in front of you, and you're always saying no, 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 I'm right, I know this, I'm right, instead of listening for feedback, listening for, from your clients, like how can you make this better, then most likely your business will suffer as well. Of course, not only clients, you also listen to your business partners, listen to your mentors. And so having that openness to learn, again, we're going back into that, then it will really help you, right? So nowadays, in my business, we even started a focus group, to bring in like existing clients and have a conversation with them and talk to them, make them experience our products and services, and ask them, what else, how can we improve this, what would you like to have, these kind of questions. So I think that's one of the common mistake, when leading a business, is like not listening to to the clients, to the people around you. Then the second thing, I want to share, um, because I know and I've had clients who are focused in their craft. What do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, there's this person that, she wasn't a client, but I know her, and she started her business, and she started a bakery business. So she knows how to bake, she knows how to create like breads and pastry. So she went and spoke to me, and seek for advice, because after she started her business, at first it was good, she was doing good sales, people were buying her products, and she got kind of like overwhelmed, right? So she's the baker, she's doing most of the things, she's handling the transaction, getting the payment, packing all the bread, and it's kind of like a one-man show. And so she approached me and told me that, things started to become bad. Like she's not, she's making mistakes in packing, she's missing out some of the change, like when someone pays, and then, so she was, having a lot of mistakes, when she was doing the business. And of course, the clients didn't like this, and so the number of clients went down and went down, and eventually the quality of her bread also went down, because she couldn't really focus. She was like, like depressed, because the sales was going down. And so I asked her, like, when you are there, when you are in business, like what are you focused on? And so she was telling me that what she just wants is to bake. That's the thing, that's the reason why she started a business, because she just wants to bake bread and sell those bread. And I told her, but I understand that, but you can also do that by getting employed in another bakery shop, right? You can bake as much as you want, and the owner will pay you as a baker. Why not? Why, since that's the only thing you want to do, right? So why not do that? Then she started to think, but I want more. They say, okay, you want more, like what more? So she said, oh, I want the freedom to be able to, bake what I want, because when I work for someone else, then I will bake what they want, not what I want. Okay, good. What else do you want? So I want the freedom, whenever I want to close the shop, go for an holiday. Yeah, okay, good.
Oh, hey there. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click the bell button so you get updated of the new videos. See you in the next one.